Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Divine Conversations. I'm Eric. Nice to meet you. If you're new, if you're returning, how you doing? So, if you've been watching the channel, you have known that I've been doing twin flame readings, and I'm going to try something new. I've been wanting to branch out and read for more general people and groups and all that. And a really popular way of doing that is doing it by each astrological sign, but that was really daunting to me. So I was watching a reader that goes by the name of Mystic Moon, and she mentioned grouping things by element. And when I heard that, I had a complete aha moment. I was like, oh man, that's exactly what I was looking for. That's exactly the solution I was looking for. Instead of doing each individual sign, break it up by elemental group. And I actually vibe with that idea of it more than just each one for now, at least. So I want to start there. So I want to give all shout outs and credits to Mystic Moon for that idea. Fantastic idea. Yeah, that was really awesome. That was so helpful. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to be pulling some oracle cards, and then I'll be pulling some clarifiers, and we'll see what comes up. Fire signs. What's up, y'all? Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. You are part of my squad as well. I am a Leo moon, and then I've got my North Node in Aries. I think I have one other planet in Aries, and then like two or three planets in Sagittarius. So while I'm pretty earthy with my Taurus Sun and Virgo rising, the rest of me is straight fire, y'all. Which can be problematic sometimes. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys. Just a quick check-in, a meet and greet, if you will. I want to see what's been going on for you for the past, we'll say month, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to be starting with the Oracle of Visions deck by Ciro Marchetti. This deck is great. I really love it. It's really great for picking out all kinds of different scenarios, what could be going on with you. It's so much more open than the traditional tarot deck, which is pretty solid in its definitions. This deck here is not really designed to have any real specific definitions. It's really more about what the intuition of the reader picks up from the cards. So that's why I want to start here, and then I'm going to do some clarifiers from the traditional tarot deck, and this is the Gilded Tarot also by Ciro Marchetti. I love his work. It's fantastic. Okay, so let's get started. Fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. What's been going on with you lately? What you got? What you got? What you dealing with? Now, I just finished the water signs, and I decided I was going to move on to the fire signs. And literally, I just started feeling all kinds of heat around me. So yeah, it's kind of nice. So, what's going on with the fire signs? What have y'all been dealing with lately? Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What's the 411? What's the skinny? What's the T? Give me the deets. Sorry, I'm being silly. Okay. Overall, we have card number 4. And this talks about differing perspectives. This talks about seeing things from multiple different views. But also, it speaks to pulling those views together for a more grounded, whole perspective. And already I'm feeling like and I believe this came up for the earth signs as well, but the solar eclipse back in August in Leo, that was big for me because I'm the Leo moon. Man, did that give me some new perspective. So I feel like a lot of you are still dealing with that energy. Obviously, we're all still going to be dealing with that energy. We're all still going to be dealing with it for a while. But lately, you've been aware of, the differences in perspectives you've been shown. And this card is telling me that a lot of you are starting to merge those two perspectives, or those, however many there are, merge them into one, right? A lot of the time, or I did a reading in the past, I believe it was for like Twin Flames, it might have even been for myself, but I got, and this card spoke to me about, actually, this was a personal reading. It spoke to me about being a fresh new being, right? Like, I'm still fairly young, but still having an old soul perspective. You know what I mean? So from a spiritual standpoint, living your life as an old soul, but then in this lifetime still being a youthful being. And I feel like that's what this is speaking to you here. And a lot of the time, or in a lot of the cases, this solar eclipse back in August has illuminated that for you, has helped you realize that you are an old soul and you do have a lot of this deep perspective, but you're bringing it forward as a fresh new being, right? And it's giving you this remake, this remodel, you know what I mean? And so now you can act from this wise standpoint, but as a fresh new being. Yeah, the eclipse has really livened things up for you in a lot of situations. So let's get 3 cards here. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. First, we have card number 2. And to me, this card speaks of fitting in, or trying to fit in. There are 2 cards in this deck that talk about, in my opinion, trying to fit in somewhere. But this one is a little more negative to me. This one speaks of trying to fit in for vanity's sake, for the sake of other people's wishes. And I get that because of how this woman is dressed. She's dressed, she's got this big wig on, she's got all this fancy makeup on, she's got that beautiful dress on, and to me, that speaks to high society. Gosh, what are the words I'm looking for here? Pretentiousness, uppityness, and it's like, and in that situation, it's like prestige or exclusivity, exclusion for the sake of, quote, preservation, like shit like that just like, it's just gross. It's just gross. I mean, like, no one is that important. No one is that special. I don't care if you're a fucking celebrity. I don't care if you're Kim Kardashian. She's still a freaking human, you know what I mean? And like, don't get me wrong, I'm just using her as an example. Don't come after me talking about, oh, Kim's a beautiful person. I like her. I have nothing against them. I'm just saying, I'm like, just using them as an example. Like, just because somebody's a celebrity doesn't mean that makes them better than you. You know what I mean? So this card here is talking about situations in which people held themselves on these pedestals thinking that they're better than others when they're not. And so and this is tying into that overall energy of there is perspective being gained here. You're seeing these people for what they really are. You're coming to the understanding that, well, wait a second, I'm no different from anybody else. So in many cases, fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, you're kind of taking the masks off now. You're taking off all the fancy dress and you're like, fuck that. I don't want to be a part of that anymore. I'm done. In other cases, some of you are staying in the situation, but because of this old soul wisdom that you've found within yourself, you're kind of trying to work to, I see a lot of you are trying to work from the inside out and trying to help change some perspectives. To that, I say, good on you. I also say good luck. And I mean that in the best way possible, because a lot of the time, these sorts of establishments don't really have any room for change. And in some cases, I'm seeing some of you are going to kind of be faced with hell in that. So just be careful. Make sure that if you're doing that, you're doing it because it's a calling that you're feeling, and it's something that you know that will serve your highest good and their highest good. If you're doing this, I'm going to caution y'all, and this is coming out, this is going for Aries, mostly. Also maybe some Sagittarius, also maybe some Leo. But mainly Aries. If you're trying to change things from the inside out just for your own benefit, for your own prestige, for look at what I did, or because you have the upper hand, you have higher knowledge now, you're like almost like you're holding the Ace of Swords and you're just going to bring it to them, Aries, be careful. Okay? Because if it's really not going to serve yours and their highest good, man, that could cause you some serious trouble. Okay? I love you, but watch it. All right? We're moving on to the next card here. Card number 13. And this is going to speak to some of you that have this newfound knowledge and are trying to do something about it. This woman here she's depicted as weaving this rainbow of all these different colored threads. Like she's bringing together all this different knowledge. She's connecting with her inner wisdom, her old soul situation, whatever, and she's weaving a tapestry from it. So those of you that are working to bring this new knowledge forward, this is saying to you, just make sure to remain balanced, because you see here, she's not so happy about it. She looks kind of stressed. So in the situations where I'm saying to you, if this is not serving yours and their highest good, drop it. Drop it, because you're overburdening yourself. And in all honesty, you don't have to do it from that situation. You don't have to do it from this old group that you've been a part of. And I know some of you are going to be inspired to do so because you love these people, because these are people that you devoted so much of your time with. But understand that if they ain't trying to hear it, honey, just walk away, because you can create this somewhere else. Yeah? You can be of influence. You can create your tapestry somewhere else. You don't have to do it there. All right? Finally, we have this 36 card. And this depicts an angel that's all wrapped up in this red, binding or whatever. This is absolutely speaking to, I'm picking up that this is speaking to this newfound information, this new wisdom you have. It's contradictory in a lot of cases. For some of you, it's like it's only helped to bind you up even more. Or at least that's how you feel. This to me really speaks to, mirrors the message of the Eight of Swords in the traditional tarot deck, where in the Rider-Waite deck, we have a woman that's bound up with 8 swords surrounding her. But the thing about it is, that binding is literally about to fall off of her. Or she could just feel her way over to one of those swords and cut herself away. And so here we have this angel that has this sword below them. And they could, honestly, literally, that angel, I just had to look at it again, but that angel literally could reach down and cut themselves out of this situation. So this newfound wisdom you have here, yeah, it may make you feel like you're even more bound than you were before, but in reality, this newfound wisdom is the key to your liberation. Aha! I literally just felt that. I heard it. I was like, you all, whoever that resonated with was just like, oh my God. Yeah, honey. Yeah, honey. All right, so now I want to pull some clarifiers, just to get a little deeper into the message, yeah? Oops. So, for our fire sign spirit, what else? What can you clarify for us? What can you clarify for us? La-da-da. One more shuffle. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right. Let's cut the deck. Okay, so clarifying the overall message. Ooh, chow. We've got Judgment and the Two of Pentacles. I mean, hallelujah, can I get an amens? Okay, like, this, you really have come, this newfound perspective, this merging of perspectives has really brought out a calling in you, which is depicted by the Judgment card. It's like it's refreshed you, right? In the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, we have the Judgment is depicted as an angel playing the horn, and people, men, women, children, rising from a coffin, renewed, refreshed, reborn. So this this newfound perspective that you fire signs have experienced, and the merging of those, the newfound perspective has like refreshed you, and it's being merged. Literally. Look, guys, look. You've got two faces here that are coming together to form one unified view, and you've got the Two of Pentacles right here. You are literally balancing these two perspectives in this newfound refreshment. And this is a major theme for your life, for your lives, because the Judgment is a major arcana card. So that's big juju right there. Okay, moving on. Card number 2, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Star. Yeah, so, sorry, I would pause there because I was letting the message come in, and initially, the message is going out to those individuals that are trying to shake things up, we'll say. Bring this new perspective that you have gained into this society or this social structure that you've been a part of. And this is saying to me that in many cases, guys, they are not going to budge. They are not going to budge. Or it's going to be really difficult for them to really see things the way you're seeing them. Do you see how tightly this guy is holding on to all 4 of those pentacles? That smug, kind of almost smug look on his face, like, yeah, I got this. What you got? Well, don't engage with that. But see, I keep hearing Aries. There's either one Aries or there's a number of Aries out here that are dealing with something like this. And you guys are going to try and bring this information to them, and they're not going to budge, and they're going to kind of ostracize you. But in the sense, that ostracization, man, ain't no thing. Because you've got the Star here. And what the Star is saying is you have a brand new light that you can pull from, draw from, that's going to lead you, that's going to guide you. I'm also being drawn to the Moon here in the Four of Pentacles card. That the Moon speaks to feminine energies of receptivity and intuition, right? So with the Star, I mean, a lot of this shit, some of this shit's not going to be so nice, and you're going to be kind of feeling like you're out on your own. But that's a good thing, because number 1, it's going to bring healing to you, which is what the Star speaks of. But number 2, you have a sense of direction to follow. So you can leave all this stagnant, miserly Four of Pentacles energy behind you. Yeah, moving on. 13, strength. Strength, absolutely. And the King of Cups. Okay. Well, connecting with the message previously from over here, you're going to be walking away, a lot of you are going to be walking away and working on weaving your own new tapestry. And the clarifiers here are strength, meaning you have the strength to do this, to step out on your own, to do something new. You have the willpower, you have the ability, and you also have the strength of the universe behind you, right? Clarified by the King of Cups, you're being asked to remain as emotionally stable as possible. But also, this is a big message that just came through. You're being asked to remain compassionate, remain loving, Lord, remain just sensible, honest. Don't let yourself slip into self-deprecating or self-destructive tendencies because of this. Yeah, that message came through. So we're going to move on to the next one. The Fool and the Two of Cups. Oh, man. So you guys are literally cutting yourselves out of this binding. Right? You're cutting yourselves out of this binding. And with that, you're embarking on a brand new journey with the Fool. And with the Two of Cups here, now this can mean a new emotional relationship, a romantic relationship coming through. But what I'm really picking up here, especially in the context of this conversation we've been having, this is emotional fulfillment within yourself. This is committing to yourself. This is loving yourself, honoring yourself, not being part of the flock anymore. I mean, especially, this is coming for some Leos. Leo, look, like my moon sign is Leo, and honestly, I'm not about to let anybody tell me who to be. And neither should you. I mean, in my situation, you know, there were moments where I couldn't even believe that I allowed somebody to try and mold me into something I knew I wasn't. And my pride got in the way a lot of the time with dealing with that, because it's like, how could I just treat myself like that? There are some Leos out there that are like, I am not going to let you do this to me anymore. I am cutting myself out. I'm spreading my wings, and I am getting on with my journey. I am connecting with myself. I am loving myself. I am becoming whole in myself, and ain't nothing you going to do to stop me. Yeah, that was for some Leos out there. Trying to see if I can pick out something for Sagittarius. But I feel like Sagittarius is kind of like back and forth between all of this stuff. Sag, I literally see you like running back and forth between all of this. Like, yeah, this is me too, and this is me too. It's like, okay, yeah, Sagittarius, balance out the emotions. Yeah, pull on some inner strength, Sagittarius, to balance out, to try and calm down a little bit. Okay. That's it for now. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you want to talk about this further, you can hit me up on Instant Go, or you can email me. Both of those are down in the description box below. And look out for some monthly readings. I'm going to do those this weekend, I believe, and then I'm going to try and do some weeklies. We'll see, because I'm also reading for Twin Flames as well, and it's a lot. And I work 4 nights a week, so we'll see what happens. Thank you. I didn't say this in the other videos, but when it comes to Instant Go, I do work 4 nights a week. So if you hit me up during the day, Eastern Standard Time, I want to say before noonish, because after 12 is when I really start to get ready for work. If you hit me up before then, I'll be able to get right to you. But if not, it's probably not going to be until after I get home, which is usually pretty late, like around midnight, or like 11 o'clock or midnight, or the next day. So please allow at least like 24 hours response time. Yeah? All right. Thank you all. I love you all. And I'll speak with you soon. Bye.